Hey everyone, I'm Michael, and welcome to Topic Time.
Topic time! It's topic time.
Hello everybody out there, I'm your host Michael, and welcome back to another episode of Topic Time. And for this topic video, this topic is going to be something personal and something actually exciting and wonderful day for all of us here at ComicFrontline because, ladies and gentlemen, today is February 11th, and for us here on ComicFrontline, today marks 5 years that ComicFrontline's been on YouTube. That's right, everyone, 5 years, and I can actually believe it's been that long that we've been on here for 5 years. So, for this topic video, I took it upon myself and thought about doing a topic video of my thoughts being on ComicFrontline for 5 years. As you can see from this shirt right here that I wear of ComicFrontline, from the intro, which all of you may be familiar with because you see it before the video. And for today, for us being on YouTube for 5 years, I'm just going to talk about the group members that are on this channel as well as my thoughts of being on ComicFrontline. So let's start off with the first person on the ComicFrontline group. Starting with Chris, known as Dark Avengers C86 and Chris the Boudreaux. So, he is my brother, for those of you who may or may have not known that. He is a comic writer for Celestial Falcon from Last Emma Press and 529 Studios. He is a comic reviewer that does comic reviews, as I'm with him as well, ever since I joined in episode 100. And he loves reading comic books. His favorite superheroes that he really loves to read about is Superman, Spider-Man, and a bunch of other wide variety of comic books as well. And he just loves doing what he does with his comic books and as well as his reviews. And also with the ComicFrontline, he let this be like a blogger channel as well as talking about comic news. So that's really all I could say about Chris for that one. So really great to have him as part of the group of ComicFrontline. Next person I want to talk about is Mike, Comic Book Corner 2.0, and Spider Slayer. So even though we have the same first name of Mike, the only way we would differentiate each other to know who's talking to who, they would refer to his name as Mike and me as Michael, so that we don't get confused of when they say our name, we know who it's directed to. And I'll never forget the first video that I actually was introduced to him was when he did a Punisher comic review video to me, and I believe it was on my birthday, if I'm not mistaken. And he is a Spider-Man fan, actually, but I'll never forget, like, when he did the Punisher comic review, how he was so into the comic book, and, you know, and that's really what I remember about that. He's also a very energetic, has a humor personality, it's funny, and another video I remember that we did was that debate video where it was Iron Man versus Spider-Man, where he would dress up as Iron Man and he would do a video calling out Spider-Man, and I would be Spider-Man responding to Iron Man. Then a live show where we both clashed with each other, bashing one another, and in the end we all became friends. So, and that's really a message of what superheroes should never like bicker each other. They should just work it out and be friends with each other. But that's another thing I remember from Mike, and really great guy and proud person to be a friend of on ComicFrontline. Next person I want to talk about is Jay, Comic Book Theater, and also known as Felice Superman. This guy is a huge hardcore fan of Superman. I mean, he has almost everything collectible of Superman. Like, if you went out to buy him anything Superman, he possibly 99% of it would either have it or possibly not, but most along the lines he would have it. And he also reads all those comic books. Like every week he reads not almost, he actually reads every single comic book. I mean, I couldn't even read that much, and that's like a really amazing talent that he has. He has an honest and respectful personality, and he's also funny. And usually when I need a video idea or topic for my topic time, I would text him and say, so Jay, I'm trying to think of a topic time video, and I'm trying to think of what topic I should talk about. And he was really helpful, saying, oh, why don't you talk about this? And then my mind like saying, oh yeah, that's right, that actually happened recently. And then, you know, I mean, other times I would tell him what topic I do have, but in case I'm stuck, he would always be there to help me. And I really like that he does help me with that. And he's an all-around media guy that does Media Madness with Kat. And speaking of Kat, that's the next person I want to talk about. Kat Comic Uno. She is the youngest girl in our group. She's actually is the youngest because we have different that, but age is just a number. She is a writer of Like Father, Like Daughter, and her comic of that is really awesome for that. Very knowledgeable with the media. Like, she's an all-around girl. Like, with comic news, she always sees what's going on, and that's like really an amazing talent that she has of what goes on as well. She is a Kitty Pryde and Runaways fan, even though sometimes we have this thing where sometimes we agree with the comic book, but most of the time we don't agree, and then we pick on each other. But I do admit sometimes I get a little serious when she does picking on me. But then after a while I'm like saying, okay, I know that she's just joking around, but that's what friends do. Sometimes we pick on each other and we do things and we goof off a little bit and all that stuff. But all honesty, all I could say is she has the sweetest personality. And she's actually a New Yorker too. Because we're in Brooklyn and she's in Staten Island. And she actually came over one time to hang out with us. And also, we've actually met her at Comic-Con, New York Comic-Con, from time to time. So, we've seen each other in person before. So, that's all I could say about Kat. And the last person I want to mention, Brant Fowler. Gonzo Goose, Zone 4 Podcast, Last Ember Press. I think those are the only three. If I forgot one, I am sorry. But I'm pretty sure those are the only three that I know that we always say for Brant. So what can I say about Brant Fowler? Well, he's a great guy. He does a podcast called Zone 4 Podcast. He does also Monday Musings usually, and other videos as well for Comic Frontline. And he's also with a special someone engaged to Lisa Moore, and I want to congratulate both of you for that, because it's been already on Twitter of seeing about that. And we see her come on, Lisa, from time to time, and she's also a great person that we talk to, and she's an artist. And going back to Brant, he's actually the co-writer of Celestial Falcon, which is Chris's comic book. And he's very funny, too, actually, with the things that he talks about. And really great person that all of us got to know on Comic Frontline, as well as everybody else. So when you put all of us together, we're more than just people who work on a team. We're like family. A family that's always there for one another, and we always have respect. And that's what we should always remember about us being a team. Just being there for one another and having respect, even for me as well. But I always remember that. And being on Comic Frontline for 5 years, I couldn't ask for anything more. I mean, I love doing the Topic Time videos, which was their idea to help me out. Usually, once in a while, I spotlight a comic book or something that I've read that I like. And they're always helpful with videos that we have and sharing, whether it be on Facebook, Twitter, or any other websites that we have. And all I want to say is, with all the people I mentioned, I love them as family, and I just can't wait for 5 or more years, beyond 5 years, to be on Comic Frontline and helping out as well. And also, I just want to make mention that tomorrow night, on Tuesday, at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, mark that on your calendars, people, February 12th, on Tuesday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if you're on the other coast, you could do the math. We will have a live show of our 5-year celebration, and hopefully all of you guys will come on there. For those of you who have been around Comic Frontline for 5 years, or just started knowing about us, or after this video, just please come on out there and see what we have in store for 5 years. And as far as advertising outside videos, I have advertised to a lot of people about Comic Frontline as well, so you can definitely check that out. But I'm just going to say it again, tomorrow night on Tuesday at 10 p.m. Yes, dogs, I can hear you in the background. It's exciting. We're building up the hype. 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You got to be there because it's a 5-year celebration, once in a lifetime. And before I go, I just want to say thank all of you out there who have supported us throughout all these 5 years and subscribed to Comic Frontline. It's really amazing, and all of us here on Comic Frontline, we appreciate all the support you've given us. And for those of you who haven't subscribed to Comic Frontline yet, please subscribe to us as well. And also want to thank the group of Comic Frontline that I'm with for being what I would call my comic family, who I love, and it's just always great to be with you guys and do videos with you, as well as meeting up on Tuesday nights, even though sometimes I may be there or not there. But really, I truly thank each and every one of you out there so much for giving us that 5 years of awesome excitement. And sometimes, yeah, we may bicker each other and we may do lots of crazy stuff, but at the end of the day, we're still family. We're not going to say, oh, I'm not going to talk to you anymore because you said this, or oh, I'm not going to want to see you anymore because of this. We never do that. Even though we do that to each other, we're still family. We respect each other, and we're always there for one another. And that's something that I would say are the closest comic family that I love to be with. And I am more than happy and honored to be on tomorrow night's show, celebrating 5 years, shirt and all, and hopefully you guys will be there as well. And that'll be it for my topic time video of my thoughts being on Comic Frontline for 5 years. Cheers for 5 years and beyond. I don't have a glass with me because, well, I forgot, so silly me. But until next time, everybody, I'm your host Michael from Topic Time saying take care, and as always, don't forget to keep watching. Later, everyone, and congrats of all of us being on Comic Frontline for 5 years and beyond that.